Hey guys, so I know it's a little late for my playlist video, but I thought I'd make this video and kind of tell you guys about my experience at Playlist. I don't know how many of you guys were following me on Snapchat, but I did post a lot of stuff there that weekend, so I hope you guys got to watch those. I saved some of them. I'll kind of put those at the end of this video so you guys can take a look at them. But I just wanted to talk to you guys about the amazing experience I had. I kind of had an oopsie right before the trip. Meg and I went kayaking and I had my phone in a life proof, and I thought it'd be okay to stick my phone in the water to get an underwater picture, and the life proof leaked and destroyed my phone. So yeah. So the entire weekend I was up at Playlist, I was dealing with a phone that was glitching and going crazy. So I didn't take any videos while I was up there other than the few that I got on Snapchat, just because I didn't want my phone dying on me and not having any way to contact people that I needed to contact. But I'm making this video and I'm going to share with you some of the memories I had. So Meg and I actually drove up the night before and stayed with our friend Eddie because we didn't want to drive all the way up from where we live all the way up to DC because it was quite the drive, and even though we kind of got to Northern Virginia really late, it was still better than having to wake up super early because check-in at the hotel started at 7 a.m. We didn't get there until about 11, but that's okay. We got enough sleep to last us throughout the day, so that's what was important. But when we walked in, the entire hotel was just decorated in Playlist stuff. Every single window had a huge Playlist sticker on it, and they actually, on the hotel floor, had a huge Playlist sticker on there. We ended up taking a picture with that. It's on my Instagram. I'll probably put it in the video at the end as well so you guys can check it out. But it was so cool how Playlist decked out the whole hotel for the event. So the first YouTuber that I met was actually Joey Kidney. I was actually standing at the Starbucks in the hotel and I saw him in front of me, and I was just too shy to walk up to him and be like, "Hey, can I get a picture with you?" or "Hey, you're awesome, I love your channel." I kind of felt like I was a little fangirl and it was kind of awkward, so I didn't say anything. I just kind of awkwardly looked at him and I was just like, yeah, about that. So yeah, then Meg and I were actually standing there talking to one of the people that worked Playlist, and Joshua DTV comes up the escalator and I'm like nudging Meg and I'm like, hey, because he was actually one of the only YouTubers that Meg actually wanted to see. And he was just coming up the escalator and he smiled and said, "How are you doing?" And I was like, "Good." And Meg missed the whole thing. She was literally sitting there talking to the person at Playlist and trying to figure out where we were supposed to go for the panel that we were going to. So that kind of sucked, but we did end up seeing him in a panel later that weekend. Unfortunately, we didn't get a picture or get to talk to him just because he was kind of one of the more popular YouTubers there, and the girls were just flocking everywhere for him, so we didn't get a chance to talk to him. So we actually went to several different panels while we were up there, and we got little tags to tell us which group, meet and greets, we are supposed to go to, but we didn't actually end up going to any of those just because we ended up going to so many panels. We met a lot of the YouTubers we wanted to meet anyway in the panels that they were in, so I had a good time just going to the panels just because we talked about creating channels, we talked about content. There was one about mental health, which is where I met Joey and finally got a picture with him. And apparently when we were talking, I brought up the fact that I'd seen him earlier at Starbucks, and he asked me why I didn't go up and talk to him. And apparently Meg's story is that I just put my finger up to my lips and was just like, because I'm shy. So apparently I get awkward around people that I like as well. So yeah, about that. So I met quite a few other YouTubers as well that I thought were amazing. I actually got to meet some of them in the burger shop, which was called Bolt's Burgers. I actually loved that place. We went there, I would say, every single day, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So definitely check that out if you're ever up in the DC area. It was amazing. I got a burger that had eggs, and then I tried fried green beans, which was actually pretty good. I think I like them more than I like French fries. But you guys have to check that place out. So I did end up meeting a few other YouTubers that I'd never heard of before, which was actually quite a few of them. There was so many people there and girls running around screaming everywhere, and I was just like, who is that? I have no clue who that is, but apparently he's someone important because everyone seems to want to take pictures with him. But I did meet a YouTuber, his name is Bradley. If you guys want to go follow him, he's pretty awesome. He was part of the mental health panel as well, and after the panel I actually got to talk to him for a little bit, and he's pretty awesome. I've checked out a few of his videos since then and definitely subscribed and definitely checking out his new content. Then I actually got to go to a travelers panel where all the YouTubers were YouTubers that created channels about traveling. I actually got to meet a few YouTubers there as well. There was a guy called Spandy Andy. He actually goes around wearing spandex and does crazy things wearing spandex, and he was actually pretty cool. He actually has responded to several of my Snapchats, which I thought was pretty awesome just because you don't really get a lot of attention from larger YouTubers who are a lot more popular on YouTube. So I also got to meet a few other smaller YouTubers, which was pretty cool. There was one girl, her name was Danny Washington, and we were just sitting in a panel together and we just started talking, and she was pretty awesome. Followed her on all of her social medias. She's actually one of those YouTubers that wants to do like a traveling channel as well. And she's so beautiful, so it was kind of cool to meet her. She doesn't have tons of subscribers yet, but I know she's probably going to get there just because I've watched her content and it was pretty awesome. So the YouTubers that we met at Bolt's Burger, Michael and Elena, we bumped back into them at the hotel, and I was actually sitting there talking to them about the kind of content that we make and kind of the way we deal with different subscribers and how people comment on our videos and different ways that we can talk and communicate with our subscribers and not get into weird situations, which has happened to quite a few of us actually. It's nice to know that I'm not alone in that situation. Another really cool thing that we got to do while we were there was we got to see the premiere of the new Ouija board movie, and it was pretty awesome. And at the end, we were actually sitting there and the doors bust open, and the actress that plays the little girl in the movie, Lulu Wilson, actually walks in and runs across the room, and we actually got to take pictures and meet her afterwards. I'll put those pictures at the end of this video as well for you guys to check out. But she was so adorable, but it was still kind of creepy because she was still wearing the same dress that she was wearing when she was in the movie, snapping her neck backwards and being possessed. So sitting down next to her and putting our hands on the Ouija board was kind of creepy, but she was so sweet and she actually told me I was cute. So I was like, "Aw, that's so adorable." So my friends and I, on the first night we got there, because it was my birthday weekend, we decided to go out to town, which is the gay club up in DC. And surprisingly enough, I didn't think that people would recognize me because I don't really go to DC that often. I actually met some people that were following me on some of my other social networks, and it was kind of cool because I'd never met those people in person. And I guess because my channel is more gay oriented, of course people at the gay club are going to be more familiar with me than at Playlist, where it seemed like it was mostly little girls going there to meet their celebrity crushes. And I really don't think that I've really got that much of a following in the little girl category, just because the stuff I talk about really isn't for little girls. But it was really cool because I got to hang out with my friend Rusty, who I hadn't seen since college. We were both architecture students, so it was really nice to get to see him. Got to see him on Friday and Saturday, which was awesome. We went out to the club, and then the next day we went out and grabbed dinner. So it was really nice to see him again, and bumping into other people that I'd met through social media was pretty awesome. I actually bumped into 3 people that actually knew who I was before they met me, and it was pretty awesome. Made some great friends and made some new fans as well. So I was pretty excited about that. So my friend Eddie invited his friend Brian to come along with us, and we ended up meeting his friend as well. And her YouTube channel is actually called Curly Hair Love, but my friend Eddie read her tag and thought it said curling iron, so that was pretty awesome. But also, when it comes to awkward interactions, Eddie actually met one of the YouTubers that he was a huge fan of, and he actually walked up to him, and apparently he was just so nervous and didn't know what to say, so he was just like, hey, can I get a picture with you? And the guy was like, sure. And he was actually trying to talk to Eddie, and Eddie's response was just, thanks, and he walked away. So it's kind of funny. I feel like in situations where you're meeting someone, even though it's YouTube and everyone's pretty much normal people, we're not really celebrities, even though quite a few of us have quite the following. YouTubers are just normal people, and it's weird when you meet somebody that you've been watching on YouTube for quite a while and they actually want to have a conversation with you. I know when I was talking with Joey, he was asking me how tall I was and telling me that he wishes that he was this tall, and I was just like, I don't know. And I was trying to take a picture with him, and he was like, oh, you have to hug me first. And I was just like, I don't know what to do. And I was just like, okay. And then I was like, here, Meg, take the picture. It was just an awkward interaction, and it was just kind of weird that I got that way around somebody, because I don't like it when people get that way around me, because I just consider myself an average normal person. So when people get all nervous to talk to me, it's just really weird. But I guess when people follow you and they look up to you and then they finally get to meet you in person, it's completely different than watching you on a computer screen. So another pretty amazing thing that I got to experience was the hotel staff. Surprisingly, the guy that was bringing our luggage up to our room and then back down to our car at the end of the weekend, he was actually not in that great of a mood, and I actually ended up tipping him $20 just because I realized how frustrated he was, because we were so unorganized going and leaving. And it was so great because after I tipped him, he was just in the best of mood. And it's crazy that you can change someone's life or put someone in such a good mood just because you show that you appreciate the work that they do. Because when we left our stuff down in the lobby to do the rest of the stuff on Sunday, we came back and it was time to put our stuff in the car, and he jumped right on it and he was just like, here, let me help you. And he's like, have a great day, guys. And as we were leaving, we were actually going to the checkout counter, and we wanted to get a picture with the big playlist sign on the floor. And the hotel staff actually went and got a ladder so that he could actually get a picture from above of looking down on us for the picture, and it turned out awesome. I'm really grateful for the hotel staff there at the Marriott Hotel. So definitely a thumbs up to you guys. You have amazing customer service. Minus the fact that you might not have the best security, because we weren't allowed on the 14th and 15th floor just because that was where the pink badge YouTubers were, which were the ones that pretty much make a living off of YouTube. And we just kind of walked up there. We were actually up there for quite a while. The 14th floor was really easy, but I will say the 15th floor was a little bit harder. I did get to meet the guy that does the chat roulette stuff, where he's like swinging on the wrecking ball dressed in like a bikini and stuff. Then I met another YouTuber, I'm not really sure who he was, but he was trying to help us get access to the 15th floor, but I was just like, we're good, we were just walking around. And it was really awkward because I just kind of tapped him on his chest when I said that. But yeah, so next time around, I definitely want to have a pink pass, just because I don't want to be in a position where I can't go to the floors with other YouTubers. But yeah, it was pretty awesome. When we left the building, we were trying to walk our friend to the metro, but the metro had shut down, where Meg ended up climbing up the metro cage that was blocking us from going down. We took some pictures of that, but then we ended up going back to the hotel and going in through the bottom, which was where apparently all the YouTubers that get paid to be YouTubers go. There's like pink arrows telling us where to go, and we ended up making a few videos. I'm not sure if Brian's gonna put them up, but we ended up making a few videos of us down there, and actually we got to go on the special elevator where there was actually someone sitting there pushing the buttons, and she let us off on the 14th floor, which was pretty awesome, which is I think why we were just walking around the 14th floor and not getting in trouble, because we were on that elevator. But yeah, it was pretty cool. I really think my favorite part of the entire trip was the fact that all the YouTubers that I really looked up to talked to me like I was a normal person and actually wanted to get to know me, instead of talking to me like they were some celebrity that had better things to do. So it was really nice being able to talk to them about my channel and what I want to do with my channel. So hopefully, if you guys haven't got to experience a playlist yet or a VidCon, I hope that you guys get the chance to do that because it was an awesome experience and I definitely want to do more in the future. But I'm gonna cut this video now just because it's getting really long, but I hope to see you guys next time. Bye.